It was a lot to take in, but it was a little bit missing. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Stranger Things Season 4, episodes 4 through 7. Hope you checked out my other video talking about episodes 1 through 3. These episodes are really long. I was hitting pause and I was like, dang, I still got 30 minutes left in this. But we have our groups, Hawkins, Alaska, Cali. Uh, I like the groups this time around. It took me a while to get used to the core not always being together. Um, when in the beginning I said something is missing, the thing missing for me is just certain relationships and dynamics that we have seen, in previous seasons. I miss watching Max and Elle chill, them having that connection. That I think I miss that more than anything. Just them hanging out and talking to each other and having that bond. Jonathan and Nancy, it's weird with them just talking to other people about their situation, but not really communicating with one another. That it's weird. Hopper not being around Joyce or Elle or the kids. It's just a little different. Hopper, we spent a lot more time with him in these episodes, as he's in prison. He's different. It's a different version of him. He's still resourceful. He's still smart. He's still trying to do the right thing in terms of getting out, but he's more vulnerable. And it feels like he's lost all hope with certain things at certain points in these particular episodes. And it was good seeing this different version of him. But again, he's talking to somebody we haven't spent that much time with. It would hit different if he was with Joyce, or even Murray, just having those conversations of characters he spent time with. So that's what's missing in particular for all these episodes, just having the dynamics that we're used to seeing. The Cali Crew, I would say for me, it's not the most interesting because Mike and Will don't really do anything. Argyle, I think the Jonathan's friend who's always smoking, he's been more interesting than those two. Jonathan seems lost without Nancy. I don't know. When he's with Nancy, it feels like they're doing a little bit better. He's doing a little bit better. He just looks so distraught most of the time. And Mike and Will, I don't know. It's something about them not being with the group. They are the weakest links for me right now watching, these episodes. Lucas, he was kind of lost, I would say, as he was rolling with the jocks after, winning the championship and all that stuff. And he doesn't really get to do too much at all. He plays second fiddle to Dustin. Dustin always seems like he's the one thinking about what's next or thinking about everything that happens. He brings Lucas in because he'll throw things off Lucas and then Lucas would join in and have his ideas. But it's never like Lucas running the show, everybody follow me. It's usually Dustin or Steve or Nancy, just leading the way. And I wish he did a little bit more. The episodes, like I said, very long. And I think they did it this way because they wanted us to spend time with everyone. As the cast got bigger and they had to start breaking them up into different groups, we needed more time with the cast. And I think that's why all these episodes are so long. Rather than giving us like 15 episodes, they gave us these hour and some change episodes. And we spend so much time. Elle is trying to get her powers back. She's going through some grueling training and dealing with memories that she most likely suppressed. And that stuff is really interesting. Although she's not communicating with the group, which we probably enjoy, which I enjoy, her seeing things in her past, it's really cool. They have her in like this tank, like Minority Report. And it's something different. And we get to spend time with Elle in a different capacity, just seeing how she was treated growing up. I enjoyed it. Again, I would like to see her in part 2, make it back to Hawkins, make it back to her friends, have those moments. And I think that's what we're going to get because those episodes are so long. I think we're going to get everybody meeting back up at Hawkins for the big showdown. And we're going to spend some time with them, not just, like a brief 5 minutes. I think we're going to get some time with them. I enjoyed episodes 4 through 7. I would again watch the recaps if you need to. Watch the recaps to see everything that's going on. Um, I think part two will be out of this world. I think they're gonna bring everything together. We get a little bit more time understanding the bad guy Venka and how he connects to everything that's been going on in the previous seasons. I enjoyed watching the setup of him. I enjoyed watching him kill people and how it's done and how they calculated how he chooses his victims and stuff like that. That was really interesting. And again, he's a more put together villain. It's not just all scariness. He talks to you and he tortures you in that way, and it freaks you out even more than just a monster coming to take you. This one is talking to you and making you feel bad and guilt tripping you and stuff like that. So it's definitely for me a better villain this time around, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the backstory that we get, I believe, in episode 7 towards the end, and it's setting up for something spectacular, I think, for part 2. And I'm really looking forward to it. Again, I would say watch 2 or 3 episodes, together. You don't have to sit there for all these episodes back to back. I watched it 2 at a time, and I enjoyed it that way. Just spending time, again, with all the different groups, 3 different groups, and, watching them figure things out. They all have stuff to figure out that's going to lead them back to Hawkins. And it's really cool to see. I hope that Mike, Will, Lucas get to do a little bit more in part 2 in terms of helping the group, figure things out. We always can use more Erica. We got some more of her in the last few episodes. Put her in more stuff. She's hilarious and she keeps people on their toes, but she's also very brilliant. And I commend everybody in this show. Everybody's brilliant. They may not get to do a bunch of stuff, but most of the people were brilliant. Even Steve at times, he might be the slowest one. But everybody gets to, flaunt how intelligent they are. And I really enjoy seeing that, because they are solving mysteries. And you got to be kind of smart to do that. But those are just my thoughts on Stranger Things episodes 4 through 7. If you finished the season, what did you think of it? Do you have any favorite characters? My favorite character is probably Dustin, just because, I don't know, I just like the way he carries himself. He's a nerd. He's proud to be a nerd. Not afraid to speak up and, do the right thing for people. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Deuces.